Good morning, my darlings. My name is Victoria and this is Veritas Tarot. I've been very blessed for the last couple of years to be on a spiritual journey, and during this time I've done a lot of readings for friends and family, and I've been guided now to step out of my comfort zone and to do readings for the general collective, and that's with the belief that whoever these readings may resonate with, whether it's today, tomorrow, in a year's time, they'll be guided by spirit at the right time, the divine timing for them to come and listen. I love to do readings for love, obviously love of another, but most importantly love of oneself, because you can't pour from an empty cup. It's the cup of tea tarot. And also because in England, actually when you are feeling a little bit vulnerable and need comfort, there's nothing that a lovely cup of tea doesn't help, and along with a good old natter with a friend. So this sort of cup of tea tarot is about having a little natter with spirit and see what messages are coming through me from them. So, and Veritas Tarot, Veritas means speaker of truth, and she's one of my fabulous guides, and so I know she's with and around me now. I launched my channel very recently, and I am on Instagram, Facebook, and obviously YouTube, and also my website is veritastarot.com, and all the details are in the description box below. I take personal readings as well, and I'm offering a special introductory rate, and if you do like this reading, I would be so grateful if you would like, subscribe and share. I'm planning on doing these Sunday morning cup of tea tarots once a week, and also in the very near future doing readings called rainbow readings for chakra cleansing, which is so important, and details of that can also be found in my website. So let's move on with the reading, Cancer. I'm using the Celtic cross today. That's a little bit of Celtic in me, and I'll be clarifying if I need to with the Everyday Witch Tarot. And I have blessed and shuffled the cards, and I've been guided for these cup of tea tarots to do 7 cards, and 7 is very much a spiritual number, an angel number for all the support that we have around us. So the first card is your present state of mind, and where you are right now, and you've got the 2 of Shields, and that represents a decision that you need to make. And there's a lot on your plate at the moment. You've come through quite a sort of symbolic ending of something, which is represented by the snow. It's been maybe a bit of a cold period in your life, but what I'm being guided to also say is that the wolf there, we all have inside us the good and the bad wolf. The wolf that is the leader of the pack is the one that we feed. So Spirit is saying to you, don't feed the fear wolf. Feed the soul wolf, act out of love and not fear. So that's kind of where you are right now, and it's also a card of divine timing as well, that everything happens in the right time for you, and whatever decision you're making at the moment, if you can't make that decision, it's because it's just not the right time for you, but there is a decision that you know that you do need to make. So that's in your current sort of perception of where you are right now. I'm going to go straight to the past because it's very interesting. I got 2 cards for the past. I got the Rebirth card, and I also got the Magician card. So there's something extraordinary that's happened in your past where you have gone through a cycle and you're coming now into that rebirth, and I believe that you have manifested and are manifesting, beginning to understand consciously that you're manifesting things in your life. The lovely thing about the Rebirth card is that it's the river, and I always talk about the river, that one of the great magical things that I didn't realise before is if you just go with the flow and you lift your oars, which generally are driven by anxiety and fear, you go where you're meant to go, and you see in the card there are those 7 beautiful silhouettes of your spirit guides, your angels, who are guiding you along to what is your happiness. It's also about patience, because that just says there may be some little blocks along the way, but everything's happening as it's meant to happen. You have all the tools that you need, and it's all just about going within and understanding what your soul desires, and you are manifesting whatever is coming into your life. The great secret of manifesting is not to worry about the how and the when and the why, but just to trust, let go and let God, and just trust that whatever you're putting out there because we just emit an energy, and whether it's negative or positive, that's what's attracting back to us. So if you're in this space that you've come through a great deal of learning, then you are most probably manifesting, or had been manifesting in the past quite consciously. What's driving you? This is your, this is kind of where you are in terms of your deep soul driven, the drive, and you've got the Seven of Cups. Again, you've got that guidance around you with all of Spirit here, and at the end of it, just there's a little cup with a little rose in it. What Spirit is saying to me is everything in your life, one of the greatest things I've learned, that everything in your life has happened for a reason. No regrets, it's all come in not to happen to us, but to happen for us. And when we can flip that and say, well, okay, I understand that happened for me because every relationship is given to us for our soul to evolve. So every one of these things that you may see as not quite your fulfillment, they all came into your life to teach you something, and it all leads to that cup, that seventh cup, which again I think is beautiful because it's completely guided by angels. You may be having a lot of dreams at the moment, and you know life is okay, but there's some sort of waves there. The water represents emotions, and you may be very confused, but Spirit is saying to you, you are feeling this lack of, and you are being guided to know that whatever wherever you're being guided to is going to bring in that wish fulfillment. But you had to go through all these lessons. You may have gone through a lot of cycles, repetitive cycles of learning and relearning, because Spirit will keep giving us those triggers until we heal from them. But you are doing that, and so well done, my darling, whoever this is for. Spirit's very proud of you. In your future, this is kind of your near future next steps, you've got the Druid card, which is the Hierophant card, and I love to see this here. This is about marriage or partnership or alliance. It can talk about codependency, spirituality, commitment, and it goes back to that thing where I talk about relationships that we have, and every relationship has come into either because we're emitting an energy where it is, you know, we've manifested that person into our lives. But also it's about learning and evolving and growing. We wouldn't have a relationship with ourselves if we didn't have relationships with others. And many people that come into our lives are just mirrors of our own triggers and hurts. And this is what the Hierophant card is saying to me, that whatever you are needing to learn from wherever you are right now in your life and whatever relationship you're in, it's all part of that rebirth that you're going through. That's represented by the snake and the egg. And that everybody is a reflection of ourselves and what we either need to heal from or evolve and have joy and grow from. So, and this is the guidance that's coming here as well for you. So again, well done. That's such a lovely card to see in that space in the near future. Advice from Spirit is the next card. And you've got the Page of Cauldrons, which is the Page of Cups. And cups represent emotions. Spirit's advice here now is, I think, to step out of your comfort zone. This is the sort of thing of the fish out of water here. To listen to your soul. This is represented by the bird here, the blackbird, that's very magic, and it's whispering, it's telling you, listen to your dreams. These are whispers of your soul in your dreams. And be transparent. If you want to talk to somebody, be transparent with them. Be honest with them. When you talk from the soul, people listen. When you talk from ego and fear, and anxiety, people don't tend to listen. And so talk from the soul, be transparent, and you are being very much guided with the birds there, but also the seashells, do you see as well? They represent that mind, body and spirit, and it's about understanding, you know, that your mind does create an awful lot of fear's a liar. So whatever you're fearing, it's not real. Listen to your soul, be guided by what your soul knows, what your heart knows. And then what's coming in for you in terms of the external influences or energies around you, I love to see that you've got the Page of Wands. So the Page of Wands is a message. It's something small, it's something little, but it's a message, and it's for you, and it's from a place of truth and passion. You've also got here, can you see whoever's coming in towards you, they've got this dragon there, and they've tapped into their sort of psychic nature, and they're allowing to see their world through those sort of dragon's eyes, through that sort of magic and mystery, and they're trusting their intuition. So whatever's coming in for you, I believe it's the start of some form of wish fulfillment. And the olives on the wand, olives represent peace, and it's a peace offering as well that's coming in for you. And the outcome card from Spirit is saying is the Ten of Cauldrons, which is just an extremely happy, wonderful card. It's the Ten of Cups in the traditional tarot. And it's saying that, you know, with this path of growth and enlightenment you're on, and I believe with this that you've stepped out of those cycles of behaviours, and, you know, that is why you've kind of got off the hamster wheel of having to relearn things over and over. And by doing so, this is what you're bringing in, the Ten of Cups. The Ten of Cups is also a message about being in the moment and being happy. I go back to saying that, you know, happy life is simply made up of happy moments. And it's just being, and I think it's also saying to me with the rainbow in this card behind the cups, that I think you've had time to sit and reflect during the isolation that we have been in. And I think a lot of us has very simply just been sent to our rooms to have a think about things. And I think you've come to a certain sense of peace and understanding about what does make you happy and what doesn't make you happy. You might be thinking back on things that have made you happy, but Spirit is saying this is there for you. This is there for you. Step out of your comfort zone. It's all there ready, waiting for it to happen. So I haven't needed to clarify any of the cards. I hope that resonated with somebody. And thank you for listening. And if you liked it, please do like, share and subscribe below. And I look forward to seeing you in a week. Thank you, Cancer. Bye-bye.